Hello everyone. Sriram Kumar here from ShriLearning. We have a success story from Rajbabu. He cleared his PMI-ACP on 8th of November. Today it is 16th of November, almost a week back. So getting Agile certificate is a trend now. There are a lot of Agile certificates. If you go to LinkedIn, the Udemy, you'll find a lot of courses and certificates. I too hold few with me about Agile. But when somebody asks me in Agile, what you have, first dialogue will come as PMI-ACP. If you hold anything on management, first dialogue PMP. Of course, others I'll tell. I will not hide it. I'll tell them, but this is a top level. Because in the industry now, PMI Institute has the highest quality of content and the exam standard also pretty decent one. So Rajbabu took this effort. He cracked PMP, he cracked PMI-ACP. I think 2021 is a good complete year for him. And I can see a sense of satisfaction in his face. So congratulations, Raj, for this 2021 achievements.
Thank you, Sriram. Actually, it's really a good happening in 2021, as you said. After all tough times, really sitting back and studying, and it was a really good one. So thanks to ShriLearning and you, Sriram, specifically here.
Good man. See, sometimes life push ups and down, but when you achieve certain things, it shows, okay, good. Something is better than nothing, or something is happening around me, right? That's a feel like you get. Exactly. Super good. So first we'll see that purple certificate. Okay, that's a good one. Okay, my favorite color. Okay, here it is, purple. Okay, here it is. And he cracked it. He's a program manager, and 8th of November, now he's an Agile star. So let's listen to him about his little background, where he come from, what he does. Raj, you want to give some highlight?
Yeah, sure. Sriram, actually, I come from an automotive sector. I work with Robert Bosch for the last 13 years. And this is my first company till today. I have not changed the organization till today. So I have been...
Oh, man, theory set.
One good thing about loyal, that is true. And one good thing about this organization where I'm working is about they have multiple verticals, which allows me for multiple job rotations. So this helps me a little bit. I was earlier with automotive, pure automotive, where we were more of customer interface, like we'll be the key account manager like Maruti, Suzuki,
right?
Like all the OEM. So we'll be doing all the project management, complete stuff there. And the last 2 to 3 years now, I moved to the little bit IT portion of it. And I'm doing little bit projects on this IoT stuff. So I changed my domain with an IJR, or the internal job rotation, where the software people also will be there. So not only the earlier like conventional type of working atmosphere, little bit of IT atmosphere in the Robert Bosch, that where I am also now a program manager, where we have software program manager and the hardware program manager bundled up. So it's a kind of a hybrid kind is what we have at this point in time.
That's quite impressive. So being in the same organization, you'll be very used with their process and methodologies. Sometimes you try to follow what they say, rather external word what says sometimes doesn't go in. But I know this organization, what you're mentioning, is a top rated in the market. I'm sure they're following the industry standards already, right? Certain things, what you read in the book, you will see, oh yeah, I'm doing this. Okay. And did you got such kind of feel while you read and do practice?
Sure. From PMP point of view, yes, Sriram, I think all the activities, what we have been doing was the one which was also part of the book. Maybe we were not aware about those jargons more in detail, and how those working from RFQ to RFP, basically the request for quotation till the end, finally the components or the delivery is happening. All the activities we have been doing it, so that helped a little bit for my preparation, or I would say a little bit more for my preparation. But as you said, organization has their own kind of tailor-made quality gates and a little bit of tailoring of the processes, which is needed for a little bit of for the market requirement, and also for their own internal quality and audit point of view. So, but the base is still the PMP, kind of carried forward from there, but they tailor it a little bit so that it is kind of the topics are covering.
I understand. Yeah, they do. Yeah, it has to fit in for their organization strategy, so they'll plan accordingly. Okay, super good. So now I know September you cracked PMP, and again in November you cracked ACP. September, October, November, 3 months. But 3 months is not the time. Before that, you would have started your PMP. So it should be nearly a 5 to 6 months of continuous effort. All right. Is that right? 5 to 6 months?
Yes, Sriram. So we were associated with ShriLearning since July. So
Uh-huh.
all this happened overnight. One day before the July batch, I called Rahul and enrolled myself.
Mm.
From one of my friend told me, this is the right place where you have to go. I did not even saw any trial uses. I was not even aware what ShriLearning was, to be honest. Just called Rahul. I said I'm joining. And he sent me a quick link, and then that link did not work. He said, okay, no, I have an easy way to do it. Everything was, wow, super, man, super cool. Then done, and I joined in July. Since then, been associated with your organization, with your coaching center, I would say.
Oh, man, nearly 5 months of time. Okay, nice, good, good. Thanks for first. You have a trust at the institution because there are thousands of institutions in the world. Why should somebody has to trust you? That's a question, right? So thanks for giving the trust, and I'm sure we are able to meet something on that point. Okay.
100%. Yes.
Good. So now this preparation point, I know the PMP has a good amount of leadership content, predictive, adaptive, hybrid, and then comes to ACP. ACP goes pretty deep inside into Agile.
Yes.
So how are you able to plan and prepare in the 5 months of time?
Okay. Honestly, I was not even aware something called ACP is there. To that extent, we know Agile, we know Scrum. At this point in time, everyone used to think Scrum is Agile. After we attend this properly is what we know, it is not that so. But so as like other program managers, I also started learning the PMP. I wanted to have a PMP certified first. That was the target. And the day one, once you told, no, first you should have your target date written on your notebook. I want to see that. So that's the target date which we wrote down, and I wrote down. And the same date I took my examination for PMP.
Wow.
Same applies for ACP also. The first day I could not join because the batch started little early, so I had to skip the first two classes. But still, it was we could cope up with other recordings and stuffs like that. But still, same logic. I wrote down the date when we should take the exam, and this time maybe a slip of 2-3 days. Diwali holiday came. A lot of noise will be there. I had to go for a Proctor examination, so I decided to let's complete the festival and then go for the exam, so that the noise level will be down. So that was the key actually, that pushes the people. And the key thing is go along with the batch, whichever batch you are, go along with the batch. That really helps in keeping the face up.
I like that point. Go along with the batch. Sometimes what happens is we sometimes miss the bus and we have to run behind. Rather, you be in the crowd, you keep traveling, right? That's a message. Pretty clear. Pretty clear. While you're reading the books, I know you come from an organization, Automotive. Good amount of predictive way can be there. A little bit agile can be there, but majority can be of a predictive because the transformation is in progress.
Correct.
So I'm also looking into a lot of bigger organizations. They are in the transformation, which will take 3-4 years of time. Correct. So now, being a person working a good amount of predictive, little amount of agile, like jumping into ACP, how was it? Was it able to easy learning?
PMP, as I said, I was able to correlate. This I know, that I know. Here I have seen. This is how I used to follow up with my vendor, negotiate commercials, contract. But ACP, story points, what is that story meant now? So a little bit twist was there, but the read of ACP was very good. Mike Griffith has done a very good job, and also our class, it goes in a flow. It need not be that it has to be structured like this, so you can read any chapter anyway. It will always gel together, and all 7 chapters of ACP is intercorrelated. So you will not miss anywhere. So it's good. Few techniques we have to learn, but apart from that, compared to PMP, ACP reading was comfortable, I would say.
Right. Yeah, I know reading was pretty comfortable because book is also normal size. You don't go mega books. Now let's go to the exam part. So you took a Proctor exam.
Yeah.
Okay, right. So what was the thrill in the exam?
Okay. First, I logged in, and then before, like when I was booking, I wanted to go for online. I want to go and attend because the thought of doubt, like other students, how it would be there, whether my internet connectivity will be there or not, what happens it is. So I also decided, but when I went and searched for the location, it gives you a location, right, where you want to take. Okay, being in my hometown currently because of this COVID journey, it showed Colombo as my near location. Next one was in Coimbatore. So both were a little bit too far away. More than Colombo, next country can't go. Another one is Coimbatore, obviously another.
I was surprised why Colombo is shown to you.
Next was Bangalore. So then I decided, okay, let me take the Proctor. But from ACP point of view, which I took recently, there they used to scan little bit, take the photo, left to your monitor, right to your monitor and the surrounding, and then you upload it, then things are smooth. And yeah, obviously, yes, you are allowed not to murmur anything. You should not read. That was a little bit challenging, but since I had a little bit experience from PMP, sitting for 4 hours, sitting here for 3 hours in an ACP exam was little bit, I was well prepared for that. And our regular classes structured like that. Your class is 4 hours for PMP and your class is 3 hours for ACP. So that training also helps us to sit here. But I know when we do some tests, you will always tell us be there for the test throughout. Don't do it in a hurry. Be there. Use the complete time. So those tips at that point in time was not very. Why Shriram is telling like that we are able to finish our tests early? Why is he saying? But those things makes a difference that trains us to sit for the complete 3 hours focused actually.
Okay.
And apart from that, yeah, exam point of view, Proctor point of view, yeah, we have to be ensuring that our network is quite good and you have a backup for your monitor, for your laptop, and for your modem. And apart from that, I think I feel it's comfortable. Being at home, that's advantage. One advantage is that you are at your own place, so you don't have that external disturbance. But apart from the internet issue, rest all this, I think it's good. In ACP, we could not take a break, but break is not there. So sitting was 3 hours. It's mandatory. We have to sit and then.
Right. Sometimes I recommend like this: divide the exam 3 hours into two, 1.5, 1.5. And exactly when it comes 1.5, hardly it is a 90 minutes. 90 minutes means 1.5 hours. So you can take a 5 minutes break. Just walk out, drink something, take a washroom break and come back. Because 3 years continuous sitting, sometime it'll strain us.
Yeah, I was little bit taken away, a little bit the initial time. So then I said, I was feeling comfortable. Otherwise, I was also thinking, let me go grab some break and come back. But I was comfortable. Then I said, okay, let me place those time also.
So you used 3 full hours. You took all the questions in 4 hours, or I had some time in the end?
Okay. First 35 questions took me 1 hour, Shriram, which was definitely not in any of my mock tests, which we have taken from ShriLearning. All the mock tests, I remember I took around 4 to 5 full mocks of ShriLearning, and there most of the time we have covered within 2.5 hours. And here, and basically in that case, obviously as 45 to 50 questions, you would have covered in first 1 hour easily. Here, 35 question 1 hour was little bit slow. I was little bit taken back little bit in the initial time. But after that, once you get used to that English and the way you can read quickly, adapt the CA, the keywords, then I didn't want to rush up actually. I didn't want to rush up. I know I was behind and I didn't want to rush up. So I did not also mark or flag many questions. I had 15 questions to 10 questions flagged if I could recollect correctly. Last 3-4 minutes I had, which I could quickly see, but then I had to submit the button. So basically to answer your question, yes, I utilized the complete full 3 hours.
Very good. That's a good news. Good news. So when you say first 35 questions, you took time. Was it question toughness was high? You said language was slightly different. Do you feel that the subject, what you read in My Griffith book, are you able to relate it there or is beyond that?
Content will reflect, Shriram, definitely. Yes, the syllabus will be there. The only challenge is the English and the way they put the options. Because the concept is, I'm sure the book has done a very good job. The class, we have trained ourselves in a very good way. We know what is concepts of each and methodologies or whatever it is. But when we read all 4 options, no, it's not little bit, that English is little bit tricky. You have to read all 4 now. Earlier, we were at least immediately able to strike out 2. Now I had to read all 4 in a detailed way. And that English is not so comfortable. For me, at least I feel that.
Yeah. And it's not only you. I'm hearing last 1-2 months, people who took ACP telling that paper has its toughness. They're telling PMP, I felt better. ACP is tougher.
Toughness is not about the syllabus, Srira. Maybe I feel it's because of the English that maybe someone.
Right. Scenarios. Okay, that's quite interesting. So apart from My Griffith, did you touch Agile Practice Guide also?
Okay. Yeah. Coming to the books, definitely, yes, Srira. First, I read My Griffith once fully, because that was new. In PMP, we have not read it. In PMP, normally you recommend to read Agile Practice Guide for chapter 3, 4, 5, if I could recollect correctly. So we already had one time of Agile Practice Guide, read through it. So started with Agile, My Griffith book. So first thing before that, study plan was the key. So we should get the study plan the day when we have to have. And with that, the study plan, you can read the Mike Griffith book fully one full time, and then also Agile Practice Guide, the second book. And while taking mock exams in ShriLearning and all our day-to-day daily tests and weekly tests, we also see Mike Cohen book is quoted. So only those questions where we don't understand, where we say, okay, my answer is wrong. And at that point in time, when Mike Cohen is quoted, those topics alone, maybe we can go and check, like white whale band technique, where we see the priorities. That is not much explained in Mike Griffith. Those little bit more, and then that tolerance band, like 0.6, 1.2, the tolerance of like what you do, that is little bit more elaborately explained in Mike Cohen. We need not read from top to bottom of Mike Cohen, which is little bit complicated, and that will really demotivate us. Mike Griffith, mandatory 2 times to 3 times a read, and Agile Practice Guide, same way, 2 to 3 times a read. Which I have done, and selective topics of Mike Cohen, which I was not able to clear it in the mock test.
Makes sense. That's a good read, actually, did. Good, nice, good to know. Book reading is good, exam practice is good, exam writing strategy is good, fantastic. So now if somebody like you coming up from an automotive industry or a person 100% not using Agile, right? So what will be your advice or options for them?
I think it is easy to read and understand. People from any sector, irrespective of the sector, I think the concepts which is explained is, I think it's more about the agile adaptability and the techniques. Right. So I feel it will definitely help. And also the understandability is also good. It's not complicated. So it just needs a little bit time to sit and read. And if you are able to read through it, I feel it's good. It's understandable. It's not so complicated.
That's a good news. And also you feel that Agile can be usable in day-to-day life, or it's only a book knowledge?
Okay, sure, Shriram, because here now Agile will definitely help because now after the examination also, I also spoke with my organization to see how new projects we can slowly, one topic or couple of points. We cannot put 100% Agile. Certain things we can try to see how this works within the team. We were trying to brainstorm. So I think rather than learning, the implementation is more challenging for a company which is more of a predictive type of thing. As you said, it will take 3 years, but I think it starts slowly. So
fantastic. So you are the transformation coach there?
No, definitely not. I see many masters there.
Stars are there, huh? Okay.
But they we have to join those stars and do something, but they are not from ShriLearning. So that passion to help others should be there.
Somebody has to ignite that thought. That's very important. As you said, you spoke to management. That's what needed. There are hundreds of people, but only few are ready to take action. Rest all, you have PhD holders, Harvard University guys, everybody sit and quiet and watch what these guys are doing. Somebody has to.
Sure. Maybe I was also ignorant. I was not aware. Maybe they were doing it, but I need to connect the dots within the organization to see how this can really.
Perfect. Super good. So first, thanks a lot. Really, it's valuable information. Doing PMP and ACP in 4, 5, and 3 months, and sitting so humble as if nothing has happened. Huh? That's cool, man. At least for this year, quota is over, right? You won't touch anything for now.
Yeah, July, I told my family, mainly my wife, I told her, yeah, okay, give me some 5 weeks to 6 weeks. Please bear with me. Then she said, okay, fine. Then came, okay, then after the exam got cleared, another message from Rahul came, okay, new batch of ACP is starting. Then I showed you another 4 weeks. Please bear with me, it is done. Then it is done. By the time another batch came of your save, I show, no, this time don't spoil all the vacations like this. Let's stop it here. So maybe for this year, it's done. Maybe learning will be a little bit slow.
That's quite good, man. I think I'm hearing this for the last few people telling that it's getting an addiction now to get more certificate, learn more, keep myself engaged. Off late after the exams, when I wake up morning, I don't know what to do.
But I think next year will be quite challenging, Shriram, because office is also now starting to call back the employees. So, but this 2020 and 2021, obviously everyone knows that many people have done their online certification, not only PMP or ACP for that matter. In every domain, the amount of certification level has gone tremendously high. So I doubt this trend continues for the coming up years because it's resuming back.
Yep.
So But yeah, it'll be difficult. They will be still eager, but the time we allocate now, this was very easy. So I spent time here, do some office work, then spend some time with family. It was in a very closed ecosystem. So now I have to drive back again, coming back to Bangalore. We have to travel back. It's all mess again. That will be a challenge, but
That's true.
we have to find definitely a time slot to sit and do an extra activity.
That's true. What you're saying is absolutely right. Chances are that a lot of stuff going to happen. Right. However, it is you're done with yours. You should be happy. Utilize your work from home time very efficiently. So feel proud. It can be useful for long run of your leadership path. Right. That's how it's going to be. Super. All the viewers, thanks for watching this video. Give your likes and comments to Raj. For your information, Raj cracked on September PMP, now November ACP. So it shows great amount of commitment. Getting one certificate in PMI itself is a big task. Somebody getting 2 certificates, above target and all. Really, really wonderful job he has done. So good wishes to Raj. And I'll just keep rocking more, keep winning more. As I keep telling, apply what you learn. That's very important. People should not see your certificate and know that you have certificate. Rather, see your work and tell themselves this guy should have been certified, right? So that's the way we should be working. Okay. Good wishes. Keep rocking. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. Thank you, Sriram. And all the best for all the team members of our ShriLearning.
Super. Thank you.